ओम शांति। यह बाबा की सेवा के लिए नया चैनल चालू किया है। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Morning Murli, 2nd March. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, you have the faith that you are studying at the confluence age in order to earn an income for the future. Sweet children, you have the faith that you are studying at the confluence age in order to earn an income for the future. The Father teaches us and gives us the inheritance for 21 births. Question: what is the way to have mercy and blessings for yourself? What is the way to have mercy and blessings for yourself? Answer: in order to have mercy and blessings for yourself, continue to study the Father's knowledge every day. Continue to study the Father's knowledge every day. Never become careless in studying by being influenced by bad company. Those who constantly follow Shrimad have mercy for themselves. They also continue to receive blessings from the Father. Song: I am a small child. You are Almighty God. Om Shanti. God Shiva speaks. God Shiva speaks. When people relate the Gita, they always say, corporeal God Krishna speaks. The Father comes and explains he is now enabling us to claim the kingdom through this Raj Yoga and knowledge. Krishna was a prince of the golden age. This is the main mistake in the Gita. You children know God Shiva is teaching us through this body. The birth of Shiva is also remembered. A birthday is always celebrated. Only the one name, soul, has continued from the beginning. The Father says, I don't take birth through a womb. I don't take birth through a womb. I incarnate in an ordinary body. When a soul enters a body, it moves inside and makes a sound. You can then know that a soul has entered the womb, for the organs of the baby begin to move. This has to be understood very clearly. This has to be understood very clearly. All other human beings who relate something never say, I, the soul, am explaining to you. They are known by their bodies, whereas Shiv Baba is without image. He does not have a body of his own. No bodily being can never be called God, no matter whether he is a physical or a subtle bodily being. This soul remembers the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, through these organs. Those people sit and relate the scriptures written by human beings. Here, this is a new concept. God speaks, who is God? God speaks, who is God? The one whom all the devotees remember by saying, O God. They know the names of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. They call out, Hey Brahma, Hey Vishnu, they are deities. When you speak of God, you remember the incorporeal being. They sing praise of the incorporeal Supreme Soul. They sing praise of the incorporeal Supreme Soul. He says, I too am a soul, but I am the Supreme. People create images of me and they also create images of you souls. They place a large oval image in a temple as well as small saligrams to represent souls, children of the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. A father is always senior to the children. And this is why they create a large oval image. In fact, I am not a big saligram. Souls are no bigger or smaller in size, but human beings are big or small. My soul is just the same as you soul. My soul is just the same as you souls. However, my soul is supreme. I reside in the supreme abode, the land beyond. The highest on high, Supreme Father, is the seed of the human word tree. The Creator is called the seed. Just as a non living seed is sown and a plant emerges from it, in the same way, look what the form of a soul is. Look what the form of a soul is. The body is so large. The first new accept is that the Father, the Supreme Soul, is here teaching you. The versions of God, the highest on high, are the highest on high, and so the exams would also be the highest on high. God says, I teach you Raj Yoga, through which I make you into deities for your future 21 births. You can become part of the Sun dynasty or the Moon dynasty. There is a variety of status. The whole kingdom is being established. This is the confluence age. The Father explains that you are not studying for this birth. This income is for the future. Whatever everyone else does is for this birth. People think, why should we think about the future now? We will see what is to happen. But you children have the faith that you are studying for your many future births. The Father is giving you the inheritance for your future 21 births. You are studying with this faith. You are studying with this faith. No one without faith can sit here. Here it is not a Pandit etc. who is teaching you, but it is the incorporeal God who is teaching you. This soul experiences happiness that the unlimited Father is teaching him. He does not have his own human body. I, the incorporeal one, have to enter this body of Brahma. This drama is eternally predestined. You remember everything with your intellect. We souls reside in the incorporeal world. It does not enter the intellects of other human beings. That soul reside with the Father in the supreme abode. It does not enter the intellects of other human beings. That souls reside with the Father in the supreme abode, the place that is also called Brahmand. We souls are very tiny stars, but they have created large images in order to worship them. Such a big soul would not be able to sit in the forehead. However, there is a wonderful star sparkling in the center of the forehead. A star is so teeny. This drama is predestined, the eternal drama. Each soul has his own imperishable part recorded with him, and each one repeats his own part. There cannot be the slightest difference. Once a part is recorded in a film, it repeats. There cannot be any mistakes in that. These accepts are completely new. A handful out of multi-million understand them. Even those who have been studying for 8 or 10 years stop studying. Why? Why? They become influenced by bad company. This study is such that you have to continue to drink the nectar of knowledge for as long as you live. This study will continue until the end. I am teaching you this study now for your future 21 births. You children have the intoxication. You children have the intoxication that God is teaching you. If a child of a king is being taught by the king himself, the child would say, "My father, the king, is teaching me." Here it is the purifier father who is teaching us. He is teaching us Raj Yoga. So you should constantly have internal happiness. We godly students are claiming the sovereignty of heaven from God, the Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. This is such an easy accept. However, there are many obstacles created by Maya in this study. While moving along, some leave the study. So you should study this spiritual knowledge every day. You should study this spiritual knowledge every day. These tapes have been provided for this. People even go to the America or London in order to study. Here, those who live at home don't study fully. They don't understand that the Supreme Soul is teaching them Raj Yoga. Look how much praise there is of God. Look how much praise there is of God, who is the master of the three words, the word Almighty, the liberator and the guide. However, even among you, only some rare children understand the Father. At this time, you are incognito. You know that you are residents of the incorporeal world. Then there is also the subtle region. Some children go to that subtle region. Some children go to that subtle region. People have visions, whereas you actually go there. You Brahmins meet the deities in the subtle region. That is the confluence of Brahmins and deities, and this is the confluence of Brahman and Shudras. You take bhog there. You take bhog there. At the end, you will have many visions. Just as when a kumari goes from her parents' home to her in-laws' home and they beat drums with a lot of pomp. In the same way, you will have many such visions at the end. You saw a lot in the beginning and you will also see a lot at the end. Only if you continue to study will you see these visions. If someone does not have any karmic bondage, he should pay full attention to studying this. When someone's relative dies, it is understood that he will be able to study very well because he has been liberated from this bondage. Because he has been liberated from his bondage, you must now make a lot of effort and claim a good status. This knowledge is so wonderful. The father sits there and explains to the children. He says, "Children, don't be careless. Don't be careless. Maya will very quickly extinguish your light. This is why you have to remember the father very well and also study. While you are studying here, you become intoxicated by listening to Baba directly. By listening to Baba directly, as soon as you go outside, the intoxication disappears. As is the company, so you are colored. If you have no bondage, you can study and also teach others. Many good pictures have been created. Baba is creating methods so the villagers can learn all of this. They can even learn through slides. Day by day, there continues to be improvement. The discuss of self-realization should turn around in your intellects throughout the whole day. Only if it is in your intellects will you be able to explain to someone. Otherwise, the teacher can understand that you don't pay any attention to studying and you have a lot of body consciousness. You have the consciousness of friends, relatives, and your own bodies, etc. This is why you are unable to imbibe knowledge. It would then be said, it is not in your fortune. No matter how much you beat your head, they don't follow Shrimat. They don't follow Shrimat. Some children ask, Baba, what happens? Baba would say, you are not studying well. There is no question of giving blessings in this. I am teaching you, and so you should have mercy for yourself and study. To follow Shrimad is to have mercy for yourself. If some children don't follow Shrimad, it means they don't have mercy for themselves and curse themselves. So instead of claiming their inheritance from the father, they follow the dictates of Ravan and curse themselves. The father has come to give you your inheritance. He gives you the blessing. May you have a long life. May you live forever. That is, may you become a resident of heaven. Only heaven is called the land of immortality. Only the Lord of immortality can give you such blessings. The deities of the land of immortality were pure. So you must definitely renounce your attachment to limited relations. You now have to go to Baba. Baba says you remember all of them because your attachment to their bodies. This is why you now have to become soul conscious so that at the end you will remember the land of liberation and the land of happiness. There is the land of peace, the land of happiness, and the land of sorrow. The beginning, the middle, and end. The new word, the word in the middle, and the old word. When half the time has passed, the name old word begins. This old word is now being made new. So come and see how it is being made new once again. Come and understand. However, only a handful out of multi-millions pay attention and understand this. Hundreds of thousands come here, but only 2 or 4 emerge from them. And even they then become slack. If even 2 or 4 emerge from an exhibition and stay, it is a great fortune. Day by day, this exhibition will expand. As you progress further, even 10,000 will come every day. There will be big halls and big pictures, and those who explain will be very clever. And those who will be explained very clever, you will be praised at the end. They will say, "O Prabhu." They will say, "O Prabhu, your ways of making the impure word pure are unique. Your ways of making the impure word pure are unique. Their habit of devotion is very deep. If they become bankrupt or if someone dies, their guru would tell them, 'Look, this happened because you stopped performing devotion.' There are obstacles created by Maya. So you must not stop following Shrimad. Maya is very attractive. People have become so fashionable. People have become so fashionable. They think that this is heaven for them. Baba saying this is the pomp of Maya. The fall of kingdom of Ravan. Because of science, there is a lot of splendor of Maya at this time. They think that Gandhiji created heaven. But you have now received the knowledge of heaven, and so you understand this is hell. This kingdom is like a mirage. The example of Duryodhan. This kingdom is about to end. It is a question of the cycle. The word becomes new every cycle, and then the old word ends. There is also Trimurti Shiva. Establishment is being carried out through Brahma, and destruction has to take place through Shankar. Then those who study Raj Yoga will rule the world. They will establish the deity kingdom and sustain it for birth after birth. So you have to inculcate this into your intellects and then do service. You are the students of the true Gita. You are students of the true Gita. You have to inculcate this into your intellects and then do service. You have to listen to this knowledge and relate it to others. You are changing from thorns into flowers. You are being liberated from sorrow for a half a cycle. Just as everyone becomes free and has a holiday on Sunday, so you too become free from sorrow, weeping and wailing for half a cycle. So you too become free from sorrow, weeping and wailing for half a cycle. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for Dharana: become free from your karmic bondages and study this spiritual knowledge every day. Definitely study for as long as you live. Second, finish your attachment to your limited relations and your own body, and remember your land of peace and land of happiness. Guard yourself against any influence of bad company. Today's blessing: feel Baba's hand on your head and take a blessing. May you have a right to self-sovereignty and make your mind, intellects, sanskar, and all your physical organs work with the right codes of conduct. May you have a right to self-sovereignty and make your mind, intellect, sanskars, and all your physical organs work with the right codes of conduct. Souls who are the masters of themselves make all their physical organs work under their orders with the power of their yoga. Souls who are the masters of themselves make all their physical organs work under their orders with the power of their yoga. Not just physical organs, but also the mind, intellect, and sanskars. Follow the directions of the one who is their master. That is, they follow all the codes of conduct. They are never influenced by their old sanskars, but keep those sanskars under their control and use them with the highest codes of conduct. They form connections and relationships with others with their elevated sanskars. A soul who is the master of himself would never be deceived, even in his dreams. A soul who is the master of himself would never be deceived, even in his dreams. Slogan: imbibe the speciality of humility and you will continue to receive success. Imbibe the speciality of humility and you will continue to receive success. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.